Dear all, in this session we will discuss about different platforms for online evaluation and assessment, that is the key segment in digital pedagogy and e-learning segment. Nowadays we are in the timeline of artificial intelligence and cloud-based online tools. We will see how to integrate e-tools and AI-based platforms for student evaluation, real-time interaction with our participants, or classroom activities. Whether we are communicating with our participants or students in online mode or in offline mode, we have to communicate with our audience, with our participants related to the subject matter we are discussing. So we will see which options we are having nowadays for real-time assessment, evaluation, how to interact with them in online sessions, or even if we are communicating in offline mode, face-to-face mode. So we will see how to create different types of quizzes, feedbacks, feedback modules, brainstorming sessions, reviews, and how to collect real-time data along with plotting for data analytics. As far as real-time interaction, real-time quizzes, online evaluation, assessment is concerned, you might have seen that nowadays lots of ERP-based toolkits available, web-based ERP, learning management systems available. Almost every organization, every educational institute is using some learning management system or web-based ERP for student evaluation, feedbacks, attendance, question papers, different types of assignments, so many things. But there are certain challenges. So as you can see in this slide, certain names, certain platforms I have mentioned like Moodle, Camilo, A-Tutor, and thousands of tools available in learning management system in LMS segment. But what is major issue or challenge while using these platforms? Many times we have to interact with our participants in a quicker way, in swift format. For example, in this particular session, I am delivering some particular content and I want to interact with the audience. So obviously here it will be very difficult or it will be time consuming to register all of you in Moodle LMS or in any other ERP system. Obviously, we will have to take your accounts, we will have to take your credentials, your contact details or mail IDs. So in a short time span, for example, we are delivering a session for 1 hour or 1.5 hour or short time span. Out of 1.5 hour session or 1 hour session, we can't spend 15 or 20 minutes in only registration of the participants in ERP. So how to interact? I want to work on different feedback modules. I want to collect data from all of you. Rather than working on these platforms, full-fledged ERP systems, there are lots of cloud-based services available on which we will be able to communicate in quicker way. No need to take your account details, no need to take your emails or your any specific contact credentials. Simply in anonymous way we will be able to communicate. So certain platforms I have mentioned here for online evaluation and assessment, I will show these platforms, these cloud based applications in live demonstration mode. So back channel chat, ChatZ, answer garden for real time polling, data collection, or if we want to work with mind mapping, student surveys, so many tools available. Okay, so these links, these URLs I have mentioned in this presentation. Out of these tools, out of these assorted cloud-based platforms, few we will see in live demonstration mode so that we will have some hands-on with these toolkits. All of these are available in free variants and cloud-based services. If I want to communicate in social media mode, in that case, back channel chat is available. If we want to interact with our participants in chat mode, questions, opinions, then chat Z, we can integrate. Okay, any of these depending upon our use case, which implementation we want to deploy. So one by one, I will take the platform and we will see its demonstration. Now we are starting the demonstration part. Very first tool we are covering in this session is answergarden.ch, that is cloud based platform for real-time interaction, dynamic feedbacks, online evaluation. For example, I am discussing about some particular topic, a teacher or mentor is discussing about some specific paradigm, and they want to collect reviews, they want to collect questions, or we want to go for some brainstorming part. Okay, how much participants are getting, by which way students are accessing and evaluating that specific content. Okay, so you can see that online brainstorming and classroom feedback. For this we can use, so it is a multi-purpose platform, not only for feedbacks, for creating data, for questions and answers, corporate audiences. You can see that where we can use in classrooms, conferences, corporate audience, creative teams, online crowds, mind mapping, and many other things. And major benefit is that no need to install any service, no need to install any software, no need to troubleshoot anything. Simply on cloud we will be able to work on it on web browser. Okay, so at top right you can see that even without sign up, without creating any account, in anonymous mode we will be able to interact. Okay, so on top right you can see this link is given. We want to create one answer garden. For example, I want to put some question, I want to ask a question or topic, and corresponding to that question or topic I want to get your response. So very quickly we will be able to create a quiz, we will be able to create a questionnaire. Okay, rather than registration on Moodle or on any other platform. So simply we will be able to create. So for example, in this particular session I want to ask about your area of specialization. Okay, so I am asking that question so that everybody will be able to answer. So I will share this link in chat window. So in which mode we want to enable this quiz, in brainstorming or classroom mode. So you can see that in brainstorming mode, so that multiple responses we will be able to receive. Brainstorming, in brainstorming what we do, we put a particular question, we put a specific problem or issue, and corresponding to that specific problem multiple responses can be received. So brainstorming, if we want that single response should be received at a time, in that case we can put it in classroom mode. So here for this particular quiz I am enabling it in brainstorming mode. Okay, so answer garden length, how much length is there. So obviously if we are communicating in quicker way, then short answers are required, 40 characters or 20 characters. Okay, so rather than long stories or long paragraphs we can enable this one. And if we want to make this quiz secured, if we want to secure this quiz with some password, we can specify, otherwise we can leave it as it is. Spam filtering on or off, if we are asking some question in open ended mode, in open mode, in that case you might have seen that sometimes there may be some offensive responses or some casual responses. So to avoid those casual responses, we can activate spam filtering. Otherwise, if we think that our audience is quite mature, then spam filtering off. So this one, in which case we want to receive your responses, lowercase, uppercase, or no change. So uppercase, so that in whatever case, in whatever mode you are responding, all of your responses will be converted, it will be transformed to uppercase, so that there will be uniformity. Otherwise, some participants will respond in title case, some in sentence case, some in lower case. So rather than that, in whatever case you are responding, automatically your responses will be converted to uppercase, capital letters, and it will be more effective and professional. And obviously, it will give consistency and uniformity to the responses. For how much time we want to enable this quiz? Local discoverability. Okay, 1 hour, 1 day, 1 week, or hidden. So for short time span, if we want to enable this quiz, 1 hour, create. Now you can see that very quickly we are able to create this quiz. And now if I want to ask your responses, simply I will copy this link at top, and I will send in chat window. Okay, so you can see that one link I have shared. As soon as you will click on this link, you will be redirected to this page, and you will be able to submit your response. Okay, so as soon as you will submit your response, it will be reflected. Now if you have access to chat window, if you have access to chat block, in that case obviously you have a link, and on that particular link you will be able to click, and your response will be submitted. If you are not having access to chat window, in that case we can use this QR code. Okay, so you can see this one QR code, because in online session, for example, there are certain remote centers. So in remote centers, there is a common LED, common screen shared by multiple participants. In that case, what we can do, if single screen is shared, then we can show this QR code, and participants will be able to scan this QR code from their mobile phone, and your response will be submitted. So if you are having access to chat window individually, then click on the link given in chat window. Otherwise, if you are sharing a common screen, then you can scan this QR code. You will be redirected to this page, this quiz, and submit your response. As soon as you will scan this QR, you will be able to submit your response. Now, if I want to see which responses are received, so refresh. Okay, so you can see that one response we have received, electronics. So, for example, this one, simply scan this QR code and submit your response. And you can see that one response we have received here. And by this way, how much it is easy to collect the data. Okay, so simply scan this QR. So now you can see that without taking your mail ID, without taking your contact details, without asking you to register anywhere, directly we are showing you one QR code, one link. If we are delivering a session in offline mode, in face-to-face mode, in that case we can show this QR code. If we are delivering this session, we are communicating with our participants in online mode, then we can share link in chat window. Okay, participants will be able to scan this QR code or link in chat window, and then they will be able to submit their responses. Okay, so for example, this one. Okay, so some responses we have received: microbiology, CSC, and machine learning, CS, electronics. Okay, now if I want to collect data, if I want to share this particular quiz to large audience, in that case you can see that there are certain options like Facebook, Twitter, StumbleUpon, WordPress. So to social media, to blogging platforms if we want to share this quiz. Okay, so you can see that on click of refresh, one civil response. Okay, civil electronics, machine learning, CSC, microbiology. Okay, so if I want to share it on Facebook timeline, on Facebook wall, that can be done on Twitter, on StumbleUpon, on WordPress. Okay, export. After collecting your responses, after collecting answers, if I want to download it in CSV format, so you can see export to CSV, export to CSV. We want to download complete data set. So you can see that this one in comma separated value. So it is easy, how much it is easy to verify that how many participants in favor of some particular option. So here we can give some multiple choice question also, and then we can see, we can verify how many participants are in favor of some specific response. Okay, and in QR code we can generate this one admin. If we want to change admin settings, so you can see if we want to change the question, if we want to change mode of this answer garden, 20 character or 40 characters. If we want to wipe out after collecting data, we want to wipe out all responses, we want to delete all responses, it can be done. Okay, so this tool, this platform you can explore. Completely cloud based, no need to install anything, directly we will be able to work. One click of refresh, so you can see that this one in expand. Okay, on click of expand, it will be converted to, it will be moved to full screen mode. Okay, so this tool you can explore. Now second tool, second platform that we will cover for real time interaction, that will be for plotting the graphs. Okay, plotting real time graphs. Okay, all everywhere. For real time polling, many times we have to collect audience polling. You might have seen many times in many reality shows audience pollings are done. So same type of audience polling we want to integrate here. Okay, engage your audience, analyze the results, whatever responses we are getting from our participants, we want to summarize, we want to plot. Okay, in form of bar charts in different types of visualization panels, we will be able to work. Okay, and you can see that it is a cloud based service, no need to link your credit card. Okay, no credit card required. In online mode we will be able to work and log in. Okay, you can create account for this one. Different types of questions we can put. So continue with Google account. So with my Google account I will log on. Okay, either you can create account, you can sign up on this platform, or uh, you can continue with your existing Gmail account. Okay. Once we are logged on to this platform, then we will be able to work on different types of activities. So you can see that activities, different activities we will be able to create. Activity means different quiz modules. So which type of activity we want to perform for in online session or in offline session. Okay, we want to go for multiple choice question, word cloud, questions and answers, clickable image, survey, open-ended question, competition, okay, assignment of teams, brainstorming, ranking. We want to rank something, some options we are giving to our participants, and we want that they should rank those options. Okay, so any of these we can adopt. For example, multiple choice question or survey. Okay, so very first activity we are covering survey. So very simple question I'm asking. Your area of teaching and specialization, engineering and medical and health sciences, medical, health sciences, pharma. Okay, third option. So multiple options we are giving, like your and applied sciences and others. So five options we are giving. Any number of options we can integrate. So I'm asking very simple question, and multiple options we have given, and now we are creating it. So one activity is created, and now if I want to share this particular activity, I want to share this quiz to all participants. So you can see at top right, share, activate. I want to activate this audience polling. Copy response link. How many responses can be submitted by a single participant? So one response or multiple. So just to flood, just to put so much data on this particular graph, I am enabling multiple options so that you will be able to click on uh, multiple responses here. Okay, it is only for demonstration, so that's why I'm opening this option. So multiple responses and share. Now I will share this link in chat window. As soon as you will click on this link given in chat window, you will be able to submit your response. Okay, so similar to audience polling, on click of present at top right. Okay, so you can see that this QR code is given. Either you can click on the link given in chat window, or you can scan this QR code from your mobiles, and you will be able to submit your responses. So simply scan this QR code from your mobile phone and submit your response. As soon as you will submit your response, it will be reflected here in form of graph. So in very professional way, we will be able to collect data. We will be able to query our participants. We will be able to get responses from our participants. Okay. So activate. For example, I want to give some response. Okay, join presentation. In this way, you will be able to submit. So start survey. For example, this one, and finish. Okay. Okay. So in this way, you will be able to submit your response. So either you can scan QR code or the link given in chat window. And after getting responses from our participants, we will be able to collect data in form of screenshots. We can download CSV sheet. Okay, so this way. So as soon as some participants will submit their response, this graph will be updated dynamically. Automatically it will be updated. No need to refresh this page. And so many cloud-based services available in this segment of real-time evaluation, real-time assessment, dynamic polling. So activate, and we can set other options also. So add question, multiple questions. Okay, for example, one more question we want to add. Okay, any number of questions we can add, and corresponding to those queries we will be able to receive the responses. And once these responses are received, then you can see that, for example, two responses we have received. Click. Now you can see send copy. If these responses we want to send, we want to forward to authorities, so we can send their mail id, we can put their mail ids. Okay, create report, download slides, download csv sheet, share responses, this one. Okay, or we can lock it, lock or unlock. If I want to lock it, for example, for a particular time span we have enabled this quiz, then we can lock it. Okay, and when the responses are required, then we can unlock, or we can delete. Simply we can delete after collecting data, after downloading sheets, we will be able to delete. Okay, in same way another activity. Okay, so next activity. So these ICT based tools, these e-tools are very effective for teaching and learning uh, applications. So word cloud, clickable image, open-ended competitions. For example, emotion scale. Okay, we want to go for emotion scale, or we want to go for ranking. Okay, rank sub. If we want that our participants, our students should submit or opt for the, okay, or submit your optional subjects in sequence of priorities. Okay, for example, in a classroom activity we want that our students should submit their optional subjects, priorities of their optional subjects. Okay, for example, machine learning, robotics. Okay, bioinformatics, cyber security. Okay, so this one, for example, we want that our students should submit their priorities, their sequence. Okay, so we have created this activity, and by which way they will be able to submit their response, I will show you its demonstration. So that particular paperwork we can uh, automate using these e-tools. Okay, so this one, activate, share, copy response link. Now dear participants, one link I have shared in chat window. You can click on the link given in chat window and submit your responses. Okay, present, on click of present, now it will be in presentation mode, and you will be able to submit your responses. As soon as you will submit your response, it will be reflected here. Okay, so this one, whatever option you will specify. Okay, sequence of priorities. Okay, so for example I'm giving, so some options we have received here, like first for machine learning, activate. Okay, this one. Now I'm giving my option, my sequence, so that I can show you one demo. Okay, so in this way you will have to do. For example, I want to put this one first. Okay, this I want to put bioinformatics at third, this one to be in this one. Okay, second cyber security, first machine learning. Okay, so submit. As soon as I will submit, it will be reflected. Okay, so this one will be reflected. So you can see that how much it is easy and professional to collect data, to collect real-time responses from our participants. So this QR code is available. So participants can click on the link which I have given in chat window, or if you are not having access to dedicated chat window, then you can scan this QR code from your mobile and submit your response. Okay, so it is only for demonstration. only for hands-on part, so that we can see by which way these e-tools work, by which way these ICT-based tools work in teaching and learning activities. Okay, so if we are delivering a session in face-to-face mode, in conference hall, in seminar hall, in front of the audience, then obviously we are not having access to chat window. We have screen. So in that case, we can show them. We can show our participants QR code, dynamic QR code, and we will be able to get responses. And after getting responses from our participants, if I want to see response history, so you can see at bottom right, this response history is available. I want to see which participants responded. So you can see that your what is your response. Okay, this is username, and what is your option. Okay, which are your uh, priorities. This one, okay, registered participant, three options, three responses we have received. Okay, so in very professional way and in quicker way, we will be able to get your responses. And certain other settings we can integrate here, like by which way you will be able to respond. Everyone, whether you have to register or log in with Gmail or not. Okay, whether everybody will be able to participate or some restrictions. Everyone, no restriction. Screen name or anonymous. Okay, completely anonymous. Actually, anonymous option we enable in those type of questions where participants may be hesitant to submit their response. If we are asking some question, some sensitive query, and uh, it is known that some participants may not respond because of nature of this specific query. In that case, we can put it anonymous. If I click on anonymous, then your name will not be visible. Okay, only guest 1, guest 2, guest 3 it will be, or user 1, user 2, user 3. In this way your name will be reflected. Your actual name, your actual account name will not be given here. Response history, response settings, allow changes or do not allow changes. Whether options, whatever you have given, it can be changed or not. Timer, if we want to integrate some specific timer, like for 20 seconds, 10 seconds, in only 30 seconds you will have to respond, then we can put a timer, so that in a particular time span, in a countdown, you will have to respond. Otherwise, if it is in open mode, then you can leave it as it is. And after collecting data, after plotting this particular graph, we want to download it. So you can see this one, change owner, download CSVs, and share responses. We can do download slides, or we can lock, unlock, or delete. So simply we are deleting it. It is only for the demonstration purpose. Okay, one more activity we will see in this platform. After that, we will come to our next platform. Okay, for example, we want to go for emotion scale. Okay, emotion scale. For example, I want to collect some collect your reviews. I want to collect your perception or emotions about some specific query. Okay, like effectiveness of, okay, one very classical question I'm asking, uh, that effectiveness of regional languages in engineering and technology as per NEP 2020. You might have seen that in NEP 2020, in latest guidelines, regional languages are integrated, like in Hindi medium, BTech, okay, certain engineering, science, medical, these domains are also available in Hindi medium and regional languages. Whether it is effective or not, what is your perception, what is your opinion? Okay, so create. So it is only for demonstration. For example, on this point we want to get your responses. Okay, share, copy response link. Its link I am sharing in chat window. Simply click on this link and submit your response. Okay, so I am sending my response. So either you can click on the QR code, or you can you can click on the link given in chat window, or you can scan this QR code. For example, I'm giving my response this one. Okay, so this. Okay, so response settings as many times as you like. So you can click on all options. For example, I'm clicking on this option also. Okay, in this way. So as soon as I will click on some particular option, it will be reflected here. Okay, so you can also submit your response, and you can see whether options can be changed or not, whether your response can be modified or not. If you want to integrate some timer in particular time span you will have to respond, we can do it. Okay, audience restriction, how people can respond, and this one, response settings. Okay, and response history, if we want to see response history, how many participants responded, which participants are submitting their response, so you can see that this one. In same way, if we think that this question is very sensitive and participants may not reply, or participants may not be comfortable in sending this particular response, then we can enable it in anonymous mode. If I click on anonymous mode, then your name will not be visible. Okay, your registered name or your account name will not be visible, it will be hidden. Okay, only user one or guest one, that type of name will be reflected. So you can explore this platform for real-time interaction, and after collecting this data we can delete. So I am deleting it. It was only for demonstration part. So this one is the tool, and second tool, another platform for real-time interaction, for real-time polling, dynamic polling, that we will use is Mentimeter. Audience polling, real-time response fetching, real-time data analytics. Okay, during a classroom activity, in a specific online or offline session, we want to ask some questions, and corresponding to that question we want to plot the responses dynamically. If we want to create a questionnaire, many times we have to collect data for research purpose also. So for that implementation also we can use it. Research questionnaire we can create, Likert scale questions, some per- statement we can give, and we can ask for the perceptions of our participants. Okay, so you can see that very powerful tool, Mentimeter, and I'm, I will create one activity. In same way as we have seen in Poll Everywhere, we will be able to create one quiz, and new Menti. Okay, so or start with AI. Okay, artificial intelligence is also available. AI based questionnaire we can create. So on Mentimeter, we are creating one quiz. So all of these links I have given in this presentation. I will share this presentation to all of you so that you will be able to work on it. So you can see that this start from scratch. If I want to create a fresh quiz, use a template or import slides from a PowerPoint document, PowerPoint presentation, or Keynote or PDF file. We want to import the slides, or if we want to create from scratch. So, which type of activity we want to create? Multiple choice question, word cloud, open ended question, scaling, ranking of some parameters, guessing the numbers, okay, or this one. So you can see that this one, so multiple choice question. okay, or open-ended question. Okay, so one open-ended question I'm asking so that you will be able to respond quickly. Okay, okay, just very simple question I am asking. Please mention your city. Okay, I'm not asking any technical question, any specific technical point, just for demonstration, so that you will be able to respond. You will be able to submit your response freely. Okay, so share. If I want to share this quiz, so new slide. So in first slide we have this question. Generally, to create presentation, we use PowerPoint, okay, or Open Office. But in PowerPoint, in between the presentation, it becomes very difficult to ask the questions. Okay, so to if we want to create a presentation in which in between we should be able to ask questions, we should be able to query our participants, then we can use this platform Mentimeter. Okay, new slide. If I want to create a new slide, otherwise in single question, if I want to put it, then it is fine. Share. Okay, now copy this particular. Okay, now QR code. QR code is also available. If I want to show this QR code, now copy. Okay, one link, dear participants, one link I am sharing in chat window. Simply click on this link and submit your response. So this is QR code. Either you can click on the link given in chat window to submit your response, or you can scan this QR code. Okay, to mention your city, and now you can see that I have shared this question, this particular quiz, and so some responses we are getting here: Chandigarh, Rajkot, Jalandhar. So without refreshing this page, you can see that how much it is easy for me to collect data, to collect responses. So this is a very simple question, traditional query. But if we are discussing about some technical part, some specific concept, and corresponding to that concept, we need responses from our participants. So there are multiple options. So you can see one is QR code, another chat window link, one more option, menti.com. We can ask our participants to open menti.com and use this code. Okay, this is code that participants will be able to enter. Okay, so multiple options, multiple panels we are giving to our participants so that they will be able to join by different ways. Okay, either you will be able to join this quiz with this website menti.com and code. If we are in front of the audience face to face mode, then we are asking them to scan this QR code. If
गौरव सर, रजिंदर रजिंदर पटेल जी ने हाथ खड़ा कर रहा है. He might be having some question.
just a minute, sir.
Mr. Rajinder, you can ask the question if you want.
Yes, sir. Actually, I just wanted to know from Mr. Gaurav
Yes.
that majority of these tools have a limitation of the number of participants, the poll that you can take from.
Yes, sir. Actually, sir,
Yes,
for limited audience, as in this particular platform Mentimeter, so 50 users are 50 users in free variant can be integrated. So in poll everywhere also 50 to 60 participants we can integrate. If we are working with large audience, then we can use Answer Garden. In case of Answer Garden, there is no limit. There is one more platform. There is that is Tricider. I will cover. In Tricider also there is no limit. So depending upon our use case, depending upon our implementation, we can adopt. And that is true that you are saying that there are certain limit. So if we so as in this particular session also, if we are viewing that within 50 limit we can interact with our participants, then we can use. If we need large audience for communication, if we want that all of us should be able to communicate without any limit, in that case we can take its alternative. So lots of alternatives available, so different options we are discussing here.
so, right. Can you just share those name of different platforms in our chat?
Yes, sir, definitely, sir. I will cover those also in in this particular session. Okay.
Okay, that's great. Thank you so much.
So you can see that this is Mentimeter, and if we want to enable or disable different options, that is also possible. So themes, different themes are also available. Which type of theme we want to integrate? Different templates. Okay. In my presentation that I will share at end of the session, in that presentation also different links are given, different tools are given. So this one, so complete list, rigorous detailed list is available. I will share it. During this session, I am covering in live demo mode. Now, dear participants, we are coming to our next tool, because lots of tools available in real-time interaction, in real-time querying. One of the very powerful tool without any limit, that is Tricider, for crowdsourcing, for real-time data collection, social voting tool. Many times we have to work on brainstorming. In brainstorming, if we want to collect data from large audience, okay, from Facebook, if we want to create a question, and that question we want to put to Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and obviously in those platforms thousands of users, thousands of followers may click. So in that particular case we can use this option, Tricider. Okay. So any question we can put, it's up to me whether we want to log on or in anonymous mode. Okay, in anonymous mode also we will be able to submit our question. For example, so just for demonstration, I'm giving one question here so that we will be able to discuss some point. Okay, effectiveness of teaching learning from home for students up to class 8, okay, or class 5. It is only for demonstration whether teaching learning from home, as we have seen during COVID time, during lockdown time, most of the things were in online mode. Even school going kids, they were also uh, moved to online teaching learning. So whether it is effective or not. Okay, so this quiz I have created, this link I am sharing in chat window, so you can openly submit your responses. For how much, for how many days it will be open, change deadline. Okay, if I want to put it for single day or n number of days, share and invite, where I want to submit this quiz, okay, or this particular data collection. Even these platforms can be used for research purpose also, because many times to collect primary data for our research, we need responses from a large number of audience, large number of people. So we can share it on Twitter X, LinkedIn, Facebook wall, Facebook message. If we want to share it on WhatsApp, then this link we can share to WhatsApp or Instagram. Okay, so if we want to create its QR code, so lots of QR code platforms available. It's QR code I'm generating. Okay, QR code, lots of tools available, so we will be able to generate it. One QR I will create and I will share it. So this corresponding to this URL, and now download. So either you can click on the link given in chat window, or you can scan this QR code we are generating. So this one, and download. Now you can see this QR code is generated. In parallel, I will open this QR code so that you will be able to view both of these. This one, okay, I am placing it in this way. Okay, so you can click on the link given in chat window, or you can scan this QR code. Okay, if I refresh this page, okay, for example, I am giving my idea. Okay, so by which way you have to respond? For example, I want to give my idea, add idea. Okay, okay, not effective at all. Okay, my name. Okay, Okay, just I have given it. I don't want to sign in, no thanks. Now this one, okay, my idea is added here. Now corresponding to my idea, if you want to upvote or downvote, okay, you want to give upvoting, you can give positive response or negative response depending upon this comment. It means it will become a bulletin board, message board, okay, in bulletin board or in broadcasting mode, but other people are discussing, okay. We can give their responses, okay. So you can see that, okay, it's okay. This one pros and this one, okay. So by this way you will be able to submit your response also. So simply you can type anything, it is only for demonstration, so that we can have some hands-on. Okay, so one more. So depending upon this we want to give some idea. So whatever responses are submitted by other participants in teammates, colleagues, uh, other teammates can upvote, downvote, support or offend, okay. Either we can offend also, we can give negative response also what other people are saying. It means mixture, okay, or merger of bulletin board with brainstorming, with open discussion on a common platform. And whatever responses we are getting, if we want to uh, download, so how many participants responded. So currently you can see that this one, if so many participants are responding, they are communicating, then we will be able to view their names, okay. How many visitors are there, so two votes corresponding to this one, add argument, okay, plus this one, okay, subscribe to updates, share and invite, okay. So these online tools, these ICT based tools or e-tools we can use for teaching, learning activities, even for brainstorming, to communicate with our teammates, for meetings also we can use these platforms. Everything will be on record, okay. Otherwise what happens in in open brainstorming, for example n number of people are discussing, they are giving their arguments, but there is no specific record of it. If some particular person is recording, that is a different thing, but in a particular platform it should be recorded. But about perception of somebody, what other person or other teammate responded in context to that specific response, in positive way or in negative way, which people, which participants were offensive, which participants were supportive to a specific response, okay. So in this way Tricider you will be able to use, its QR code we can generate, change deadlines, subscribe to updates, share and invite. These things can be done, okay. Now these tools we have discussed related to online evaluation, assessment, creation of some modules. Now we will discuss about some AI based platforms for creating different types of quizzes, different types of question banks. Because creating question banks, creating question papers, these are also the key segment in teaching and learning practices. As a teacher, as a mentor, in routine we have to work on these tasks. How to work on creating workshop manuals, lab manuals, question papers, question banks using AI tools. Thousands of AI tools available. So few of these I will cover in this session, by which way we will be able to work. One of the very popular tool is Doctrina, Doctrina.ai. Okay, so Currently its cloud is not working. Okay, no problem. We can discuss, we will shift to other platform. Okay, so I will cover those platforms using which we will be able to create very effective content, very effective teaching learning content, whether it is related to question papers or question banks, assessment modules. Charlie. Okay, I'm not covering very traditional tools like Chat GPT, Gemini, Copilot. Everybody is aware about these tools. Everybody knows about these platforms. I will show those tools which you might not have explored for specific context. Charlie, very popular tool. First of all, I will show you which options are available, which type of modules are available in this. Okay, real-time content extraction, real-time content analytics, and creating question banks. Charlie, very quickly I will show you its demonstration. For example, one document we have uploaded. One document, one book chapter we have uploaded on this platform. It is AI based tool for multiple purpose, for different types of applications related to teaching learning as well as research. For research also you will be able to use it. So you can see that this one PDF file, so multiple PDF files you will be able to upload. Okay, and five documents you will be able to upload every 24 hours, so per day limit 5 documents. So if you need analytics, if you need data evaluation, or you want to evaluate multiple documents, then multiple accounts can be used. Obviously everybody knows about it. We can link our Gmail account, and with use of different accounts we will be able to work. Now for example, this is a book chapter, or you can say that it is a research paper or white paper, okay, or whatever it is. Now from this particular document, research document or book chapter, we want to extract some questions, some specific patterns. Okay, so we can directly specify that particular query. For example, main theme and findings in this paper. So as a researcher, so in multiple segments, in multiple use cases we will discuss. First of all, I'm discussing as a researcher. I am doing some research and I want to find out some particular content. Okay, for example, I want to find out a problem statement from this paper. So we can simply write here that particular prompt, main theme and findings in this paper. Without reading that document explicitly, we can do it. Now this was for a researcher. Okay, so another point, as a researcher, problem statement in this document. I want to find out problem statement. You might have seen generally problem statement is not given in any research paper directly. We have to find it. We have to write in our own language. Now, in very pinpoint way, in very professional way, we want to write professional problem statement from this paper. So we can simply write here. So problem statement in this paper. This is the problem statement. In very professional way, we will be able to extract it. So this is the use case for researcher or as a research scholar. Now as a teacher, as a mentor, as an academician, generate 5 MCQs with answers from this paper, from this document. It may be a research paper, it may be a book chapter, it may be a syllabus, it may be a curriculum. Okay, and from that curriculum we want to generate MCQs, short answer type questions. We want to follow some taxonomy, Bloom taxonomy, or whatever you are following. So because as a teacher, as a mentor, these are routine work, these are routine tasks that we have to follow: creating question banks, creating question papers, following the Bloom taxonomy, how many questions are related to cramming or remembering, how many questions are related to justification. Okay, so you can see that without reading this document we have generated MCQs. Okay, now I want to generate two short answer type questions following Bloom taxonomy. Okay, because nowadays you might have seen in many guidelines it is mentioned that we have to create the question paper following Bloom taxonomy, that some questions should be related to application, applying, analyzing, or uh, certain other segments. Okay, so you can see that this one. So you can upload PDF papers, you can upload PDF chapter or syllabus, curriculum, course content, and you will be able to generate the question bank. Okay, generate 8 true false questions following Bloom's taxonomy. So this is the use case as a researcher, as a teacher, as an academician. Okay, if I want to find out a literature review, if I want to write few lines about this paper uh, to be used as literature review, then I will write accordingly. Okay, summarize this document in 5 lines or what is main work. So you can see that we are able to write, we are able to generate question bank. So very quickly it is generated. So you can see that I have written 8 MCQs depending upon or following Bloom taxonomy. So depending upon knowledge, this one, depending upon comprehension, synthesis, evaluation, comprehension, very easily we are able to generate. Otherwise many times it becomes very challenging to create question papers following a specific guidelines, following a specific model. Okay, in this way. So you can explore this tool, so many other things available. It is multi-purpose platform for content extraction, document forensic. Okay, for example, from this figure 2, this is figure 2. From this particular figure 2, I want to generate some questions only from this particular diagram. Okay, from this diagram also, from this diagram itself. Okay, generate one short answer type question from figure 2 in hard difficulty mode, in hard difficulty mode. Okay, I want one short answer type question only from figure 2 in hard difficulty. If I need easy question, then you can see that this one, by which way integrated cybersecurity structure. So this question is looking quite difficult. Okay, student or that particular person will have to understand this question after reading very carefully. Okay, if same question I want to ask, okay, for example this one, in easy mode, okay, or in easy format, or in very easy format, one short answer type question from figure 2, from figure 3, or from all figures, from a particular table, from a particular graph. Now you can see that very easy question. What is main focus of integrated cybersecurity? Very easy question. Okay, anything can be written about it, but as we have written that hard difficulty level Bloom taxonomy, then accordingly that question bank is created. So depending upon our use case, whether we want to use it as a researcher, we can use it. Okay, as a researcher, to create literature review, to create some particular problem statement. If I want to generate research gaps from this document, okay, generally research gaps are also not written in almost every paper. We have to judge or at our own level what is research gap, but with AI tools we can do it. Okay, so now as a researcher, research gaps from this paper in points. Okay, so in multiple use cases are there, as a teacher, as a researcher, as a student, as a mentor, as a question paper setter. Now you can see these are research gaps in points. Based on the document excerpts, here are research gaps. Otherwise, if we have to write these research gaps manually, we will have to read this paper from first page to last page, and how much time it will take in analysis. After that, we will write. But here it is done by AI itself. Okay. Now, if we are creating a question paper, if we want to create a question bank or some queries depending upon these research gaps, okay, generate 5 MCQs on above research gaps. For example, we are setting a question paper for ME, MTech or PhD students for admission to masters and doctorate, because in many universities you might have seen that for masters and PhD level admission, some entrance test is taken. So for that particular entrance test of masters and doctorate or dissertation level exam, we can generate the question bank. Okay, we can generate a question paper focusing on research. So you can see that in this way. So we have generated 5 MCQs on research gaps. So you can use this tool, very popular tool. Okay, I don't know how many of you are aware with this particular tool, how many of you are using this platform. But beyond chat gpt, my motive is to tell you certain tools which are beyond chat gpt, because nowadays we have seen that many participants, many people, many professionals are still using chat gpt and Gemini Copilot. But beyond these, so many platforms available. One more very popular platform is Google AI Studio. Okay, so you can use it for your, for content extraction, for creating images, for creating different type of content. Okay, so we should be, as a teacher, as a mentor, we should be having knowledge of different tools. Everything is available nowadays in AI mode. Okay, it is advanced version of Gemini. Okay, Gemini is also product of Google, but Google AI Studio is giving so many features. Okay, so here also you will be able to upload a document, you will be upload some particular paper or some specific curriculum, and you will be able to create question bank, you will be able to create literature, or if you want to create some study material, that can also be created. Even generation of media, we want to generate media. If you are working on YouTube, okay, some of you might be recording YouTube lectures or YouTube sessions, then for those you will be able to create animations. For example, in my YouTube video I want to integrate some animation, so that can also be done with this one. You can see that VO, create clips and animate images. Okay, so simply specify your prompt and you will be able to work on it. Google AI Studio. Another tool, very popular tool, UPDF, for creating question banks, for creating question papers. As a researcher, as a mentor, as a student, it's up to you. Actually, all of these tools are used for multiple applications, not only for researchers, not only for students. As a researcher, as a student, as an office clerk, as a librarian, as a data entry operator, or as a proofreader, or as a director, for everybody, for every professional, these platforms are very popular, very powerful. Okay, so UPDF. So one demonstration I will show you very quickly. Multimodal image chat. For example, some particular image we want to extract, we want to analyze, and from that image we want to ask some questions. So if I want to create some question paper depending upon one image, we want to ask something from images, that can be done. Multimodal image chat. Click. So first of all, I will take the image from internet. For example, cloud computing. Okay. Just for demonstration, I'm taking one image. Okay, from Google Images, so that I can show you something by which way we can work on it. Okay. So any random image we can take. So this one. Okay, so this image I'm opening in new tab, and now I'm downloading it. Now for example, as a student, I want to write few lines about this diagram, or as a researcher I want to write few lines, or as a teacher I want to create a presentation and I want to write few lines about this particular diagram. What I will do, in my classical English I will write, okay, this diagram is discussing about cloud computing. In cloud computing there are different components, mobile applications, and whatever it is. In our own classical English, whatever we know, we will start writing. Many times you might have seen that our English is not very good. Okay, if I write some lines about this particular image, or if I am given the task to write some question paper, to create some question paper about this image, then what I will do, okay, in cloud computing which are major components ABCD, so I will take ABCD from this from this document itself, from this image itself. So everybody will be able to judge what I mean to ask. Okay, so but it doesn't look very professional sometimes. Many times we have to create professional content. For that we can take help of AI. So in this I will upload this image. Okay, so where is that image? This, I'm downloading it. So I'm taking its a screenshot, and now you can see on desktop I'm downloading. Okay, now it is downloaded. Now what I will do, I will simply upload this image on AI tool. As soon as I will upload this image on AI tool, without asking anything, it will explain the image, explain this image. Now you can see that how much in very professional way it will give me the response what this image is all about. Okay, so it is working now, and we will see. Now you can see that this one. Explain this image. Okay, explain this image, and after that you can see detailed paragraph is generated. Some more image we have uploaded, and for example this one. Okay, explain this image. Now you can see that this particular content is created in tabular format or in whatever way. So it is working now. So depending upon our internet speed, we will be able to generate the content. If we want to generate a question paper, you can see that from a specific image we will be able to create a question paper in a specific language we want to transform. Now you can see this is generated. Okay, so this one. So where is my actual image? This is actual image. Okay, this is actual image, cloud computing, mobile storage, servers. So it is explained in this way in tabular format. If I want to convert it in paragraph, convert above in paragraph, I can do or generate 5 MCQs on above with answers. So you can see that this one. So for these type of implementations, our internet speed should be fast. So depending upon that image, that diagram we have uploaded, it is creating the question paper. It is creating that specific question bank. Okay, whether it is MCQ, short answer type question, long answer type, matching, true, false, whatever it will generate. Okay, from single diagram. It means if I want to create a complete book or complete research paper on this single diagram, it can be done. So lots of features, lots of opportunities available in AI segment for content creation, whether it is related to research, study material, or question banks, manuals. Everything is possible. Major part is that we should be aware with multiple tools. Okay, in almost every session, we suggest our participants to work and explore different tools rather than stucking only on Chat GPT, rather than stucking only on Gemini or Copilot. We have seen even people are not using Copilot and Gemini. More than 90% people are taking results only from ChatGPT. But when you will expand your horizon beyond ChatGPT, you will see how much possibilities are there for content creation. Everything is possible. Okay. So, dear participants, now I am sharing this presentation to all of you. Whatever content I have covered in this session, I am sharing this presentation